All right, guys, we're back in the kitchen, and today I'm gonna show you guys a good way to put together an omelet. It's gonna give you all the protein you need. All right, guys, we're back in the kitchen. I know you guys love it when I'm here and we're cooking, so we're gonna do something a little different today. So all of you eat egg whites, all of you eat chicken, but what we're gonna do today is, I get a lot of questions from people that talk about how much trouble they have getting in the amount of protein they need, okay? So usually if we're talking about getting 50 grams in per meal, we're talking about 8 ounces of chicken, or we're talking about 16 egg whites. So for some people, that's a little much. They don't want to eat 8 ounces of chicken. It seems like too much chicken to eat in one setting. Or if they're doing egg whites, it's just way too much to eat 16 egg whites. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. We're gonna try and mix the two proteins to give you something a little bit easier to eat, but still get you the amount of protein you're looking for. All right, guys, first we're gonna do is warm up our pan a little bit. So we're gonna put it on a medium heat. And today we're gonna use coconut oil instead of Pam, because I'm gonna saute some vegetables for the omelet. So the Pam is gonna burn up really quick. So I'm gonna leave that out. I'm just gonna use about, looks like a teaspoon, maybe a little more than a teaspoon of coconut oil. Okay, just let that sit in the pan. That'll coat the pan. The reason we're doing the omelet today, like I said, I get a lot of complaints from people about not being able to get their food in. Now, not getting your food in is not an option. We have to get the meals in, we have to get the macros in, you gotta get your protein in. That's the whole reason we're doing this thing. We're tearing down muscle at the gym, we gotta rebuild it. So instead of just saying, screw you, eat your 16 egg whites, I'm gonna give you a better option to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So the first thing we're gonna do is, we're gonna slice up some green peppers to make our omelet taste a little bit better. We don't wanna eat bland egg whites and chicken if we don't have to. Okay, I don't want to use too much. I don't want it to be a big bulky omelet. I just want it to be, I just want to add a little bit of flavor, okay? So I'm just going to take half of that half, so take a quarter green pepper. We'll leave this out, throw it back in the strainer. Okay, we'll throw the green peppers in first, because it's gonna take a little longer to cook. Just get them kind of rolling around in the coconut oil. And then just let them sit there and saute a little bit, okay? Then we have some mushrooms, okay? Mushrooms make everything taste better, in my opinion. So we'll do a little more mushrooms than normal, because when these cook down, they're gonna really shrink, and you're gonna lose a lot of the volume. So do 3 mushrooms. Throw those in. Okay, we're gonna give these a second to cook. Just to make sure they're all separated so they have kind of their own little space. All right, while that's cooking, I'm just gonna measure out. So I have 16 egg whites here in a carton. These bigger cartons, wherever you live, you might not get them like this. They might be bigger, they might be gallons, whatever. This is a 16 egg white carton. So 16 egg whites is 2 cups. So we're gonna measure out 1 cup. 1 cup's 8 egg whites. 8 egg whites is about 25 grams of protein. Okay, like we always say, guys, when you're trying to get your food in. Now, if you guys didn't watch the last video I put up on my channel, this is a vacuum sealed bag. These are this chicken breast I barbecued last week. I had it vacuum sealed and thrown in the freezer. I took it out this morning to thaw. So now just cut it out of the bag. I'm gonna take 1 chicken breast out. That's about 4 ounces. Leave that one for another meal. And I'm just gonna cube this chicken breast so I can put it in the omelet. Okay, so now you have your protein. You got your 8 egg whites, you got your 4 ounces of chicken. It's a smaller chicken breast, it might be 3, but close enough. All right, and your vegetables are almost ready. You don't want to completely finish them, like saute them all the way until they're completely finished because they're gonna cook also while they're in the omelet. But if you take a look at this, you can see the mushrooms are a little brown and the green peppers have changed color a little bit, so they're ready to go now. And all we're gonna do when they're at this stage, you're gonna turn the heat down a little bit more, and then we're just gonna add our egg whites. This shouldn't take long, it'll take 3-4 minutes maybe. You're gonna let this just cook on a lower heat so that it gets nice and uniform all through the bottom and kind of cook, mostly cooked. The top won't be cooked. And then that way you can kind of get the spatula under it and you can give it a flip. If you try and flip it too soon, which may happen today during this video, it'll just rip in half, okay? So you gotta make sure you give it enough time to really like give you a solid enough base that you can flip it. All right guys, so this is something you can do when you're in off season or when you're getting ready for a contest, or if you're not a competitor, then even when you're just trying to diet, this is a good meal to have, okay? We got nothing in there. Coconut oil is a healthy fat. We got some green peppers, mushrooms, chicken, and egg whites. Now the only thing we're gonna add that I wouldn't add when I was dieting is we're gonna do a little bit of cheese. This isn't shitty cheese, see? Last time we had shitty cheese, and you guys love the shitty cheese, but I upgraded to the less shitty. It's still not gourmet, it's just less shitty cheese. So we're gonna add a little bit of cheese. That's kind of what makes it more of an off-season meal is, you know, cheese is not something you wanna have when you're dieting. Most likely, you can probably factor it in if you want, but most of the time it's not something we're gonna add, okay? But this is the stuff you guys gotta do. As I said in previous videos, there is no option to not eat, okay? If you come to me and you tell me, you know, I'm full, I can't get my meals in, you didn't try everything, okay? This is one of the ways that, one of the things that you guys can try to get your food in, you know what I mean? Mixing proteins makes it easier. If somebody has to sit down and eat a 12-ounce steak, it might be a bitch. But if they're doing steak and eggs and maybe beans, now you have a whole bunch of proteins and it's different, it keeps you interested. It doesn't feel like you're eating a mountain of food. It's all a little bit separated, and that's what we're doing today. So you have to always consider the different ways in which you can eat and to get your food in. You can't just quit and throw in the towel because you're not gonna get anywhere. I'm gonna do a little cheese. Be a little liberal with the cheese, have some fun. They're massing up, we're in quarantine times, we better get the bulk up. Add the chicken. Oh baby, that's beautiful. Okay. All right, so after you got it flipped over, you're just gonna take it and you just slide it right out of the pan, okay? Okay, there you go. And you're all done, man. All you're gonna do is, all right, so at this point you're done. All you're gonna do is add my favorites, okay? A little bit of Frank's Red Hot or a little bit of sugar, no sugar added ketchup, and you're all set. You can see a little bit of cheese melted in there with your chicken. It just makes everything better, guys. Listen, I know it's hard to eat straight chicken every day, straight egg whites every day. Even this, it's still chicken and egg whites. It's not like you're doing anything crazy. We're not eating pizza or lasagna or any shit like that, right? It's still diet food, but it's gonna be easier to get your macros in and you're gonna enjoy it a lot more. And that's all we're trying to do, is give you guys more options and more ways to enjoy your food so you can stay on track and keep reaching your goals and keep putting on that weight that you wanna put on, keep putting on the muscle you wanna put on with eating good, clean food, okay? So until next time, guys, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, like the page, and check out Hostile.com for all our newest supplements, our pre-workouts, essential aminos. The feedback has been amazing, and leave a review on the website if you can. Thank you very much, guys. Until next time, train hard.